Good morning, E-Rivers. Today is Thursday, September 21st.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Today's birthdays are Paige Layton, Michael Thomas, Melly Ann Barron, and Tariq Paco. Please stop by the front office to pick up your pencil.
Today's lunch will be Sloppy Joe sandwich, 3-cheese salad, and chicken chunk salad.
This month's attribute is communicator, and today's quote is, "Good words are worth much and cost little." George Herbert.
Students, this week is Band Book Week. You're lucky because you got to E-Rivers Elementary and you have the freedom to read whatever you want. Every other day this week and next, we will have trivia on books that were banished from another library, but you can read it in our library.
Yesterday's trivia was, what banned book is this? This book of poems was banned because it encourages children to break dishes so they won't have to dry them. It is a favorite Shel Silverstein book and includes poems like Homework Machine and Messy Room.
The answer is Falling Up. Today's winner is, drum roll please. Okay. Mary Parrish Green. Please stop by the Media Center to get your prize for Mrs. Boston.
Teachers and students, Friday is movie afternoon for kindergarten. It will be in the gym from 2:30 until 4:30, so if you are signed up, make sure you have a ride home.
This has been Julia
and Lucia.
Please stick around for a special message from Dr. Waller.
Good morning, guys, boys and girls. Thank you, Julia. Thank you, Lucia. It's so exciting to hear them talk about reading and the fact that reading at E-Rivers is very special because we don't ban books. But I wanted to stick around on the new show just for a few minutes because, as you know, we have a book of the month every month, and that book is a book that your teachers will be reading and sharing with you. I believe you'll be writing about it, or if you haven't already, in Miss Sweet's writing class. This is the third week in September, and I must apologize to you because this is September's book, and we're very late. I have wanted to come to every single class like I did last month and talk about the book and read the book aloud to you, but it takes so long for me to get to every classroom that I just haven't had the time to do it yet. And I did not want another day to pass without telling you about this month's book of the month, because September will almost be over, and so I wanted to give your teachers time to use it. This is a book that I am so excited about that many of you probably already know and have read before. If you haven't, you're going to love it. If you have read it already, you're going to love to hear it and read it and interact with it again because it's really quite a famous book and it's really interesting. It's called, drum roll please again, The Day the Crayons Quit. This is a very famous book, a really, really cute book about imagining what happens when the crayons get so tired from being overworked that they quit, that they refuse to be used anymore, which is really a great and kind of a creative idea for you to think about. But this ties, and I chose this book for September's book because it's about communication. And I heard Julia and Lucia mention that this morning, that this IB attribute for this month is communication. And what's interesting about this book and how it ties with communication is because the crayons themselves actually communicate with the readers in the form of writing letters. There are lots of ways we communicate with other people. Of course, letter writing is one way, but we communicate to express our feelings and to share what's going on in our life, and that's exactly what the crayons do. They share even when things make us mad or we're not happy. It's really appropriate to communicate how you feel That's why communication is such an important skill, and that's why it's our attribute this month, and that's why this is our book this month, How the Crayons Quit. And I learned this morning, I think Lucia told me, there's even a sequel to this book. Maybe your teacher can tell you about that after you read this one. So thanks so much. I wanted to take the time just to say you're going to love this book, and I hope you have a great, wonderful experiences with it in your classes. And we all together hope that you
make it a great day.
Make it a great day.